Hi everybody, I hope you had a really great holiday break. So I'm going to talk a book this week that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. Now, graphic novels have become extremely popular over the past few years, and I've noticed that some already popular books are now being remade as graphic novels, which I think is really cool. And one series that they are remaking into graphic novels is the very popular I Survived series. And this book here is I Survived the Shark Attacks of 1916, but this is the graphic novel. And these are based on the very popular I Survived books, which are written by Lauren Tarshis. Now, this also uses art by House Studio to make it a graphic novel instead of just a regular chapter book. Now, I really enjoy this story, okay? This is a historical fiction story. All the I Survive books are historical fiction. And what that means is it's a fiction story that's set in a time in history. And what's so great is that with these historical fiction books, particularly the I Survive books, you get a really fun, really exciting story, but you're also learning about a time in history at the same time. Now, with historical fiction, it is still a fiction story, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit about what fiction is, what nonfiction is. But just remember, historical fiction is still fiction, but there are true events in history that are kind of what that story is built around. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit of this book because, like I said, this is a graphic novel. So this uses really pictures to tell the story and some words too. Now, it is hard for me to read a graphic novel because so much of it is about the pictures. So I'll do my best to describe. So this book opens up with a date. It says Wednesday, July 12th, 1916. So we know our story is taking place over 100 years ago. And it is taking place in Elm Hills, New Jersey. That's right, this story is based on true events that happened in New Jersey. Now, there is no Elm Hills, New Jersey. That is a made-up location. Remember I said this is fiction, but it's based on a true event. Okay, so we start off with a boy who's swimming, and he's just swimming, and he says, I can feel it, like a chill deep down in my bones. Someone or something is watching me. And then I see it. Uh-oh. You see that fin, you know what that means. Could it really be a shark? That's impossible. Elm Hills is miles and miles from the ocean. A shark couldn't find its way into this little creek. Oh, it's coming towards me. Black eyes watching me. Killer eyes. And splash, he's swimming away. Splash, splash. I swim with all my might. Puff, it's right behind me. Jaws wide, white dagger teeth gleaming, mouth blood red. And then we get our title page. I Survived the Shark Attacks of 1916. And then the rest of the book, is a similar sort of, a graphic novel where it's using a lot of pictures to tell a story. And like I said, it's a made-up story. However, in the back of the book, we get the nonfiction facts about the shark attacks that this is based on. So right here, our author gives us a little information. She says the real life shark attacks of 1916. And it did happen in New Jersey, not in Elm Hills. Like I said, that's not a real location. But the actual shark attacks on this map, it shows they happened in Matawan, Spring Lake, and Beach Haven. Now, some of you might have vacationed in those areas. Those are still areas that we go to now. Those are beaches that you can visit in the summer. But in 1916, there were some shark attacks in those areas, and they were written about and reported on. And then this author, Lauren Tarshis, used that true story, those true events, to write a historical fiction book. And then this is the graphic novel of it. So I highly recommend all the I Survive books, definitely. But if you really like graphic novels, definitely check out the I Survive graphic novels too. I hope you enjoyed it, my friends. Have a great week.